Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. We'll see Milwaukee taking on Toronto. And, of course, George Hill. He's still out of the lineup.
I mean, it's always difficult when you have to go without your full complement of players. I mean, guys that you're expecting to be in your rotation, but that's why you have reserves. They get an opportunity here now to step up in some of these situations.
And it's Leonard missing. And the Bucks with possession.
And Chris Middleton, 2 seasons ago, tore his hamstring completely off the bone. I mean, he's come back and hasn't missed a beat. One of the most well-rounded players you'll see.
Just the level of power and explosiveness. Leonard just tenacious at the rim.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
Well, I love his will, his take-charge attitude, the aggressiveness, all of that showing up here in the first.
Bledsoe for 3. Green with the block.
Well, if you're going to make that offensive move, it's important to know where Danny Green is. One of the better shot-blocking guards you're going to find.
The shot by Brogdon wide open. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Here's Leonard. The rebound by Middleton.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down. And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Well, terrific anticipation, using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Lopez left side. Lets it go with a 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
Yeah, I think coaches right here are always talking about the extra pass. And a contested 3 is not your objective. One more, maybe.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Oh, man, gotta love that pass there. Couldn't ask for a better one.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Well, sometimes it takes a while for all that length in Giannis to catch up to those feet, but once he does, man, he can explode.
Lowry has the open look. Will not go. This is off the front iron. For 3, Bledsoe. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got his first 3 points of the game. So many modern offenses no longer rely on a point guard to initiate the play. Tell us a little bit more. Walk us through that process.
I think a lot of teams, Kevin, are getting more towards motion offenses. Almost playing in a secondary break where you've either coming off a score, you're coming down the floor, the point guard gets off the ball, and with all the players moving around and with the multifaceted skill set of your small forward and your power forward who's now playing at the point, distributing the ball, setting screens, DHO, because of that skill set, you don't really have the heavy reliance on point guard domination with the basketball, setting up every play, and being the only playmaker on the floor. Now you have 3 and sometimes 4 getting that job done.
And it's Bledsoe with the ball for the Bucks. They trail by 1. Pass to Ilyasova. Here's Connaughton. Fires the three. And it's Lowry with the rebound. Pushing it up.
You saw that. It looks like an orange in his hand, and Kawhi tenacious to the rim with that finish.
Plenty of space. No good from Connaughton. And the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That's his first foul. Raptors leading by 3. And guys, veteran Danny Green moving north last summer as part of the Kawhi Leonard trade, now in a Toronto Raptors uniform.
Yeah, and not the big name in that deal, obviously, but an important piece. Green is shown to be a very capable 3-and-D guy, and it's the next chapter in what has been a solid career for him.
.112 left in the first. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Leonard, no luck.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's Mirotic. Siakam pulls it in. Leonard attacking.
And don't give a cerebral player like Leonard that kind of opening. He'll read that gap.
Here's Connaughton. That shot off the mark. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. And there's the foul. It's on Tony Snell. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
At the line.
And Danny Green, a terrific shooter who also, Greg, happens to give you great production on defense.
Yeah, and I have to say, Green's probably alone in history with his shooting and defense. Only player to ever have 6 or more seasons with at least 50 blocks and 73s. You know, it might be arbitrary checkpoints, but nevertheless, it illustrates just what Green brings to the table, a consistent 3-and-D player.
Pass to Siakam. Just 4 to shoot. Oh, Leonard in position.
Yeah, you don't see many of these opportunities for this team, but Kawhi, one guy who can get up there.
Got the shot. He
Just
got it.
no better feeling to be a
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Toronto. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. Back right after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. Taking a look here at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What have they been doing or not doing, in your opinion?
I mean, through that first quarter, to me, it's all about their D.
There's a lot of ways to build a lead. This one's built on stops. Pretty surprised he missed that shot. The defense was decent, but not really a factor.
Mirotic gets the bucket.
Well, this is what you'd like to see more of. Mirotic showing how effective he can be on the inside as well.
Now here's Lynn. Gasol. In the corner, Powell with it. Gasol's shot is good.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Pau Gasol, not the same player Brent he once was, but he still knows how to get the job done.
Yeah, 2001 is when it is that Pau Gasol came into the NBA as a very slightly built Spaniard for the Memphis Grizzlies, but the skill was on display from the very start. He's had a Hall of Fame career, a 2-time champion, and one of the best and most skilled players to play that position in the last 20 years.
And so Gasol nails them both.
And Pau Gasol really on the tail end of what has been a Hall of Fame career. He's a two-time champion, international star, nothing left to prove, but still manages to put up points with his sharp approach to the game.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Up the floor. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
One of the best free throw shooting bigs in the league, but that wasn't always the case for Ibaka. He has put in a ton of work.
And with Pau Gasol, even after almost 2 decades in the league, Greg, he is still a very effective player.
You know, Pau just never seems to get credit for how smart a player he is. When he makes a play on offense, he knows exactly how a defense will react, what will open up, and what the best options are. Kobe knows just how great a teammate Gasol is, and Gasol's knowledge of the game really on an elite level.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, Kyle Lowry is a player who has worked his way to stardom. He says, "I still feel like I can be better. I'm never satisfied. My team is good, but I think the best I can be is a champion. There is no other goal in basketball." Guys?
D.A., that's how you truly create a legacy. Left side, Antetokounmpo. Pass to Connaughton. It's Brogdon on the wing. To the middle. Outside, Antetokounmpo. He tries for 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Outside Gasol. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And Gasol with the dunk.
And really, Lynn has a terrific feel for this offense. Just seems to know whenever one of his guys is open.
Pass to Powell. Here's on an open. Back to Powell. Gasol inside. Lays it up and banks it in. Now it's a 4-point Raptor lead. We've heard Coach Steve Kerr say the power forward position, as we knew it, is disappearing. You could say that maybe about the center position, too.
I don't want to say that about the center position. What I want to tell you, Kevin, in my humble opinion, is that the center position has changed.
It's evolved.
So, yeah, I don't want to say that it's just disappeared, because there are players out there that are playing that position and doing a lot of the things that you would qualify as center-centric, screening, going down to the block, rim running to the post, being an option down low. But it's definitely changed.
But now we're seeing him go out and defend smaller guys in the perimeter, taking threes, and that's what's weird for your eyes to just kind of absorb what's going on.
Well, it's weird to absorb not only that and what those players individually are asked to do, but when you're at a game and you're sitting in the stands and all of a sudden you see 5 guys that are outside the three-point line. I mean, go back to the game in the 80s. It's the exact opposite. It was like, you know, a bunch of ants on top of a lost candy bar sitting in the lane, gnawing at one another.
Right.
It's just changed. So the center position, not disappeared, just changed.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to shoot their way out of the slump, and that didn't work. They got to go back and regroup.
Well, no matter how hard it's been, you want to stay positive, stay focused, and maybe a couple shots will get you right back in it.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Drills it from outside. Brogdon's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Ibaka outside. Poked away. Lopez outside. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first half. It's stolen by Ibaka. Lob pass to Gasol. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Lopez, no luck.
Now, those are the kind of shots you like him taking. Even though he missed it, the offense will take those.
Right side, Gasol. And the layup's good off the glass. Gasol's got 8.
And he knows how to make good use of his size in that low block. And Gasol's inside game is very refined.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Raptors lead by 3. I'm going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after our halftime. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Lopez over to help. Back to Lynn. Down low. Stolen by Middleton. Now the Bucks moving it up. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Well, when Giannis has room to run, he is fun to watch. To get out in transition there.
Outside Gasol. Pass to Lynn. Back to Gasol. And Gasol with the dunk.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Especially in a game that is this close, every possession counting. That was just one side wanting it more than the other.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Here's Lopez over Ibaka. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Coaching staff has to like that ball movement, and it began with Bledsoe.
Outside, Lynn. Lopez with the steal. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Outside, Lynn. Pass to Ibaka. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Ibaka's got 5 now.
And Lynn is a sensational playmaker. Love how he zips passes over to his guy.
Now, Antetokounmpo. Two minutes into the second half of play now. Bledsoe left side. Shot clock at 6. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
And Brent, you look at Giannis Antetokounmpo's slashing game. Standing, what, maybe a hair under 7 foot tall. How do you even put it into words?
Well, it's hard to imagine a more perfect frame for today's game in terms of getting in transition, having a versatile offensive game, putting it down, getting to the rack. Well, the one thing that we're anxious to see is whether or not Giannis would develop the type of range from the three-point line that makes it respectable. Other than that, he's pretty much unstoppable.
Toronto trailing. Outside Leonard. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Well, time and score, you just can't have a costly error right now at this point in the game, guys.
On offense, here are the Bucks. Pass to Bledsoe. Launches a 3. A shot off that time. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Over in the corner, Green. No good on the 3. Here's Snell. Right side, Mirotic. Now here's Bledsoe. In the corner, Snell with it. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Outside Leonard. And then jammed down as he goes right over Pau Gasol.
Now, what a game by Leonard, but you wouldn't know it by the way he's reacting out there. Just stone-faced, but getting the job done.
No good from Gasol. And the foul called on Pau Gasol. That'll be his second foul of the game. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice statistic.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That is his first foul of the game. From deep, McCaw grabs the miss. Here's Toronto now. Here's Siakam. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. .50 seconds left to play here in the third. Leonard. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
And with Kawhi Leonard, he just does everything well on the floor. Offense, defense, rebounding, runs the floor. I mean, he is one of the more complete players in our league. He can completely take over a game on both ends.
Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
He's having a night right now. Credit to the shooting touch, helping his team with the lead.
No good from Connaughton.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Leonard. And that one comes up a bit short.
I like the defensive effort. They did a good job altering the mid-range shot and then making the shooter feel a bit uneasy.
But they'll get another chance. Left side, Mirotic. Bledsoe outside. Snell. They get it back. Misses there. And that's going to... We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Milwaukee trails by 4. Bledsoe outside. Top of the key, Ilyasova. Bledsoe outside. No good with the triple. Leonard with the bucket. Leonard's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Raptors.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
And the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved his offensive game is pretty remarkable. After coming out of San Diego State, came into the league as just a defensive stopper, and now really, truly a two-way star and one of the deadliest scorers when he needs to be.
Several teams changing it up here. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. He said, guys, we look like we're running in mud. Let's get out and see the early offense. And if it's not there, let's run the half-court offense. Pretty good advice, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Gasol. Antetokounmpo knocks it away.
This is when length becomes a massive, massive positive. What a shot block by Giannis.
With Leonard in his offense, he slowly took on more and more of the scoring load while adding skills to his game.
Yeah, he'd always been an efficient shooter from the outside. I mean, that was the big question mark coming in. But he added a lot of volume the last couple seasons and did not lose the percentages. So took on a little bit more of the playmaking role, maybe sometimes playing the point small forward. So that combined with great mid-range, this is why people talk about Kawhi Leonard being a top 10 player in the NBA. There's good reasons for it.
Pass to Brogdon. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Now the Raptors moving it up. And here is Ibaka. Gasol with it. Defended by Gasol. Gasol's in the post. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Milwaukee making a switch here. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's his first foul.
Kawhi Leonard.
Nobody near Leonard. Buries the long-range jumper. Leonard's got 5 points now this quarter.
And Kawhi Leonard has worked so hard on his shooting to become more consistent, specifically the three-point shot.
To the left side wing. And it's blocked by Lopez. Bledsoe right side. Middleton outside. Inside. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Bledsoe for three. Pass to Brogdon. Here's Antetokounmpo. Defended by Gasol. Outside for Bledsoe. 6 to shoot. Here's Lopez. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. And it's 8 points for Brook Lopez.
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10 on difficulty, that's an 11.
And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That's his third foul of the game. Left side, Leonard. Shoots over Brogdon. The 17-footer goes down. Leonard's got the lead up to 8 now for the Raptors.
Count on Kawhi Leonard to work as much as he needs to get to the spots on the floor where he can be successful. He's a good shooter from mid-range.
Timeout called, the Bucks. They're trailing by 8. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, Giannis has the hard hat on right now, going to work. So good, so long, and just terrorizing the D.
Outside Gasol. Pass to Lowry. And here's Leonard. Guarded by Bledsoe. Shoots from the baseline. And it's Leonard missing. And here's Brogdon from the arc. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
And the potential Anunoby has is exciting. Has the athleticism, the shooting touch, and the drive to keep improving.
And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Pass to Brogdon. Lopez with the ball.
And speed and effort level, two things that make Ibaka an outstanding defender.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Not completely over, but it's getting close.
Yeah, but you still got to play this one out. Near impossible, but I've seen stranger things happen.
Now Leonard. And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That will get him his fourth foul of the game, and due to the bonus, he will head to the line for 2. He drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8.
When he came into the NBA, Kawhi Leonard wasn't the most refined player, but something in Spurs management and with the work of the coaching staff, they found a superstar.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
And what I like best is that he does it completely under control. Really gives the shooter nowhere to turn to.
First free throw is good, and that will push the lead to double digits. And so he hits both.
So important to just stay poised, go through your routine. He did a good job there of just keeping his composure and putting those two away.
Timeout called, the Bucks. They're trailing by 11. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, this has been rough all the way around. I mean, coming in with high hopes and then just now trying to finish the best they can.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to see. Fight all the way through, even to the bitter end.
He hits the first one, and that brings them to within 10. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a